Running around to meet your small business needs takes time. Varied forms, repeated efforts. Throw in the FAR and it really becomes a challenge. Imagine everything you need in one cohesive ecosystem. Introducing the Small Business Customer Experience. We make communication easy, providing access to all of your favorite systems through a single customizable dashboard. Track your progress from beginning to end and see the status of a review at a glance. Want to pull reports, print summaries, or start your market research? No problem. Looking for tools and templates? They're all right there at your fingertips. You can even upload opportunities in the HHS Procurement Forecast Data Repository, then automatically populate the material into the Small Business Review System. Need to fill out that HHS 653 form? With the click of a button, you can transfer the information from the PFDR. Oh, and we've automated the FAR. A simple question and answer format guides you through the requirements in plain language, compiling all of the data to expedite the review process. The Small Business Customer Experience also helps small businesses find everything they need in a unified format. Just set up a profile and enter your company details once. Check forecast data, interface with multiple federal systems, and easily search and register for OSDBU events. You can even upload business capabilities, catalogs, and company literature. Our system is streamlined and efficient, so you're free to focus on growth and new opportunities. Acquisition professionals, feel great about the small business process. Small business owners, come in, create, and leverage your profile. We bring our customers and their data together. Log in today and see how the Small Business Customer Experience can make your job easier.
Good afternoon and welcome to the Small Business Customer Experience Training. My name is Michelle Street and I am the Acting Director at the Office of Small and Disadvantaged Business Utilization. Joining me for today's training are Jennifer Donati, the owner of Apex Logic, a women-owned and hub-zoned small business out of Reno, Nevada, and Barb D'Amico, Solutions Architect, also with Apex Logic. The mission of the Office of Small and Disadvantaged Business Utilization is to ensure the maximum participation of small businesses as prime and subcontractors in HHS procurements. We do this through the execution of extensive outreach, education, and advocacy programs. In fiscal year 2019, HHS awarded over $26 billion in contracts, of which $6.4 billion being awarded to procurement-ready small businesses. Today, we are going to talk about SBCX, one of the tools the OSDBU uses to collaborate with the HHS acquisition workforce and industry to meet the goals of the HHS Small Business Program. If you have any questions during or after the training, please email sbmail@hhs.gov and your questions will be answered by us. With that being said, welcome, good afternoon. Thank you for joining us today.
Good afternoon.
So the SBCX is the integration of three platforms that we had in OSDBU: the Small Business Management System, the Small Business Review System, and PFDR, which is the Procurement Forecast Data Repository. Now we have SBCX. So Jen, can you tell us a little bit about the landing page of SBCX? Where do we go?
Okay, sure. So we go to, and I'll have Barb go ahead and take us to that. So this is the page that you would go to, and it's mysbcx.hhs.gov. And that's the page that everybody goes to. And that is, as you said, the consolidated site for all of OSDBU. Small businesses go there and then they would log in or register there and they would find out about events that OSDBU is hosting. They would register there and build out their profiles, which puts in information about the small business that then HHS can access, capability statements, contract data, and other information. But we're going to primarily focus today on the government side. So if you go to the homepage, you'll notice that the industry has their box there, and then the government has their box over here with the events in the middle. The events right now are primarily focused for the small businesses. In the future, near future, there will also be training opportunities for the government that you'll be able to see there, click on and register for future training opportunities that OSDBU will be putting together. So on the right-hand side of the website, you'll see all the links for the different the different areas for government users, such as the reviews, the small business reviews, the forecasts, as well as the small business directory that once you log in, you'll be able to see a lot of details about small businesses if you were doing any research to find out about the different types of small businesses that are in there.
Okay, so can I only access this through the desktop, or can I use my mobile phone or my
Oh, no,
iPad?
it's fully responsive, meaning that you can access it on your iPad, on your smartphone, or on the website.
Is there a preferred browser to use?
Yeah, we highly recommend that you use Chrome. It just works the best on that. It works on any other browser. There are some security issues with IE when you get into some of the, once you log in and you get into some of the more technical areas of the website within the reviews, because there are some security holes within IE that we don't allow for the interactions. But on the whole, it works with the majority of the browsers.
So IE can negatively impact the performance of
with a lot of websites.
Got it.
So it's not just ours.
Okay.
So, but if you were an anonymous user, you can go in and do some basic small business searches, as you can see right there. You saw the video at the beginning of this training session. If you wanted to watch the video again, you could watch it right there. It is a good video. And then you can go down. This is just a little bit about the mission of the OSDBU office, and then the goals there for the different types of small businesses. This is adjusted and updated, I believe, annually within your office?
Yes.
Yes, okay. And then some helpful links that you may need as a government user for the sam.gov, as well as some of the other government sites, as well as the contact page for the OSDBU office.
Right, so I can find out if I'm in the OpDiv or StaffDiv and I need to know who my small business specialist is. I can go right to the site and find out who they are and reach them.
As well as when you are logged in with it as your user, you're going to have a help button at the top once you're logged in, and we can show you that. When you hit the contact us, you're actually going to get an email opening, and that's going to actually send you an email right to your small business specialist directly to them as well.
Okay. So let's jump to registration. Okay. So we're going to focus on the government because this is only government here right now. But so what's the first thing I need to do?
Okay, so we just need to get a little bit of information from you, and then who you are and what OpDiv that you're with. So we're going to ask you some difficult information like your name,
okay.
Your phone number. Yeah, you can usually remember that. Your email address. And while Barb is filling that out, did you have any questions about that?
Well, do I need a PIV card?
So this is separate from the PIV card.
Okay.
So no, you don't need a PIV card to access this, but you will need to remember your username and password. However, if you do forget, we can help you.
Okay. And for everyone watching, please remember, if you have any questions, please email sbmail@hhs.gov. Just want to make sure that we're answering folks' questions as we go along.
Okay, you'll notice that Barb here, while she was driving, that she went ahead and selected the top radio button on this page during the registration, and that basically says that she's with an OpDiv or StaffDiv within HHS. She's not any of the other choices. So that is who you would select, and then you're going to go ahead and select which division that you're with. And so the reason for this is we need to know if you're with NIH, because we group everybody together within their OpDiv so that you're getting the COs that you work with, and you're getting the proper SBS for the approval process. So all the workflow is going to stay together.
Right. Does the SBA PCR also have access to this system?
Oh yeah, so they're part of the approval process depending on the cost or the value of the acquisition.
Okay, very good. Okay.
Okay, and then you're going to go ahead and select your role. Now this is also important. So depending on if you're a CS or CO, there's been a little bit of questioning over that. So if you are a CO that sometimes acts as a CS, go ahead and choose CO. So if you ever have a question about whether or not which role to choose, if it depends on your warrant, right? So if I'm a CO and my warrant allows me to sometimes go ahead and approve an acquisition and I can submit it directly to an SBS, then go ahead and choose the role of CO. If you're a CS and you don't ever have the ability to you always have to have a CO approving it, then go ahead and choose CS. So it's kind of like that. So if I'm a CO and I sometimes have to have another CO approve it, go ahead and choose CO. And that's kind of the rule.
Okay.
So that's basically if you're a CO, choose CO.
And then we'll go ahead and make a note here about
Yeah.
the program official role.
Okay.
We'll talk about the forecast a little bit later, but the program official role is strictly for those who have the approval to upload and publish opportunities in the forecast.
That is correct.
And so with some of the optives, that permission is granted through the HCA. So if you register and request that role, we will then reach out to your HCA to see if it is okay for us to grant you that approval. So, yeah.
And then there's also been some questions about what if I just want access for details on the small businesses, but I don't really do anything for the 653s or the forecast. If you want that role, we're going to add a general government user role, and that allows you to go in and see more details on the small businesses as well as save your searches. And we'll show you that functionality later in the demonstration.
Okay.
But right now, as a contract specialist, I'm going to register and answer for how would I like to use the system. The first option is to just have access to that small business directory functionality, and that's checked for you. And then if you need access to do a small business review, you would go ahead and check that second box as well for the small business review system. And then the third option, you would check if you want to have access to the forecast opportunity functionality.
Okay, great.
So another question that often comes up is, how long does it take to get approval once you register? So once you register, we typically approve within, an hour. However, if you feel like your approval is not being granted soon enough, always feel free to reach out to sbmail@hhs.gov. That is the OSDBU Customer Care Center, and we can approve you right away.
Okay. And you'll notice that you got a message saying that your registration is complete, and that you'll receive an email as soon as you are approved to continue using it. So now we are here. Barb is going to go ahead and log in now as, you're going to go ahead and log in as a contract specialist. Okay.
So as Barb is typing, so what we're doing now it's time for me to get to work,
Yep.
right? So now it's time for me to enter a review, which is also known as the Form 653. This is the Form 653 automated version of that. And so I have my requirement and I'm ready to upload it for a small business review, the 653.
Okay.
So what's the first thing that I'm going to do?
Okay, so now she's logged in. Now you'll notice that she's been approved and she's logged in and she has her dashboard there. Okay. And those 4 boxes that you see there are basically customized for each user. So depending on who you are as a user, you might see different boxes there. Okay. So as a contract specialist, she has been approved to enter opportunities. She's been approved to go ahead and create small business reviews. And she has some basic report functionality, and she has the ability to access the small business directory. At the top, she has her profile and then links to the help as well as the contact button. The help is basically, actually this, you probably don't want to press that. So this is not her computer. The help functionality is customized for her. Okay. So as a optive, this is going to be for her. So this is.
And so that looks like a user guide.
This is her user guide.
Okay.
And
so user guides can be found there too.
Exactly. So
okay.
and it's limited. We've tried to keep the site as simple as possible, and we tried to walk you through. So all of the information and instructions should be as you're using it, and not you shouldn't have to go back and read something else. So we're going to go ahead and start with creating a small business review. So you're going to go ahead and click on that. And when you're done with building a small business review, you shouldn't have to now go back and keep revising it. Once you're done with it, if you follow all the rules and you get to 100% on all of these sections, you're done. You've submitted it, all your documents are in there. Hopefully you have a complete business review. So we're going to go ahead and you'll notice the first question right here on step 1 is because we have both the forecast opportunities and the small business reviews in the same system, and most of the data is the same, we've tried to say, hey, why do they have to enter in this data twice? So you may or you may not have the forecast review in the system. If you don't worry about it. If you do though, You can search for the title, and you can have the data copied over into the small business review if you'd like. But we're going to go ahead and start with a brand new review for this sake. So, you know, if you want to play with it, once you registered and you're logged in here, go ahead and play with it. See if there's a review that's in the system that you want to use, and go ahead and, you know, you can't break the system. So play with it. See if there's a title that you can find and bring it in there. But we're starting with a brand new review, and we're going to go ahead and enter in a new.
Step 2.
We're going to go to step 2 and enter in a new title or new requisition number. And so if you have multiple requisition numbers, you can add them here.
Right, and sometimes they're not going to be rec numbers. There might be some other identifier that your agency or even your office uses, or even that you use for your own records. Whatever number or record locator you want to put in there, you can
Something
do that.
you want to, if you want to attach it to this file and you want to keep it as part of the record, then go ahead and put it in here.
That's right.
We're not formatting it. We're not, you know, this is for you. So go ahead and put it in there. And then Barb is going to go ahead and create a title for this acquisition.
So as Barb is entering the information, this is just standard information that I'll already have about my procurement.
It should be. I mean, you should be ready to, you know, you should be pretty close to being done.
Right, so we're putting in the title, the period of performance, the cost estimate,
Yes.
option periods.
The description of the project. And now she's going to go ahead and upload the requirements document.
Are there certain files that the system doesn't like,
Viruses?
other than
Don't
viruses?
upload viruses, please.
No, don't upload viruses?
We don't allow them.
So the preferred document type, Word?
Excel, Word,
Excel,
PDF.
PDF.
Things
Okay.
that, you know, are shared amongst your colleagues.
Okay, but no viruses.
No viruses.
Okay, very good.
And then we're going to go ahead and add in the period of performance and the amount of the
$800,000.
800,000. So now depending on, and so you'll notice the plus sign and the save over there. In order to add that period of performance and the value, you have to press that button. Even if it's only one period of performance, you can't just add that in, and then you have to press that button at the end for it to be added to it. I know that
And then you can add
a couple of users have thought that you could just add it in if there was no option period. That is, you must add that in there. And then you can add your other option periods if you have any, and then your IGCE document would go on this page as well. And then based on the amount or the value of this acquisition, that's going to carry forward into some of the rules for some of the later questions.
Okay.
So then Barb is going to go ahead and select the next code, and then she's going to go ahead and add another next code if it was for an IDIQ.
Okay, so you do have the capability to
add multiple NAICS codes.
yes,
Yes,
if applicable.
correct. Okay,
It's rare, but it happens.
exactly. So now we're going to get into, I noticed that you left something blank in the project details.
I just got to step 4, and so
okay.
now it's asking me if this acquisition is a recompete, similar requirement, or new acquisition.
Okay, so now this is where you're gonna start seeing some of the rules. So based on some of the choices you make here, it's going to take you down different pathways. And so if she selects a recompete, or and I'm having trouble reading it from over
So
here.
if I select a recompete, it's asking me if I could provide the previous or current contract number, whether this was performed by a small business, and when was the completion date.
Okay.
But then if I select similar requirement, it asks me what the similar contract numbers are. And then if I select new acquisition, it doesn't ask me anything else, except if this new acquisition was a bundling.
And then it's going to give you some warnings and justification requirements. And then if it's a consolidation, it'll give you a couple different warnings or justification requirements. And then if it's a new acquisition, it keeps it very simple.
Right.
And then you move on from there. So let's go ahead and keep it a new
So there are a couple of triggers in the system that help to expedite the small business review process.
Exactly.
So if it is a recompete and you have the previous contract number, that allows your small business specialist, it allows your PCR to look back and historically understand a little bit more about the requirement.
Exactly.
All right. So if you don't know whether or not it's a recompete, that's okay. But it's just additional the more information that you can provide your small business specialist, the more it helps them in conducting the review. So if you have that information, you might want to keep it, make it a habit to have that information.
And it's going to make the approval go much faster.
Yes.
So.
That is the hope.
Yep.
Yes.
So Barb's going to continue going through here. Where are you at now?
And on step 5, once I said that the work is going to be performed completely in the United States and that it's not a construction project, the system is now telling me, because I have subcontracting opportunity potential, it says I might be required to provide a subcontracting plan. So it provides little reminders when it knows you're going to need additional information for this acquisition package down the road. And then once I complete the project details section, I get to market research.
So now she's going to go ahead and enter in some of her explanations for some of her market research choices.
Right. And it's also, I'll just take this time as an opportunity to inform the viewers that this is another best practice opportunity for you to share your market research with your small business specialist in advance, so that it's not the first time that they're seeing this in the system. So give them an opportunity to see what you have and to, you know, give you any feedback. So when they see it in the system, they're already familiar with it. And again, they won't have to return it to you because you're missing some documentation.
Okay, so now we're going on to the procurement details. So this is kind of all the FAR-based questioning. So it's going to be the type of procurement that this is going to be. And so we're going to go in and ask you whether or not it's a simplified acquisition. And Barb is going to go ahead and select no. And then she's going to be asked if this is FAR 16505, so if it's an IDIQ, and she's going to go ahead and select no. If she selected yes, it's going to give you a choice of which IDIQs that she has a choice from.
Can you select yes?
Yeah, go ahead and select yes.
Mm-hmm.
And then so from the drop-down list from there, so there you have most of the top vehicles. You have the GWACs in there, you have the best in class, so that we can easily meet our category management objectives. And so if there's anything from that list that you see that you use frequently that's missing, please let us know. Definitely. And we can add that to the list of options.
And there's also an other option where you can enter the other contract vehicle.
Or that.
And then we can add that to our list as those get typed in there.
More get added, yep.
Exactly.
Okay.
But for this example, I'm also going to go and select no.
So you can just see all the different pathways that are going through here. And so then if it's going to be full and open, and she's going to go ahead and choose no again. And then is it full and open with a set aside for a small business? And she's going to go ahead and choose yes, because we like that one. Mm-hmm. And then the type of set aside that she's going to explain right here. And then she's going to choose her small side, just choose one. And then the justification.
And we're going to choose the FAR Part 8 required sources of supplies and services, which is what you would use if the contractor has a GSA schedule. And we uploaded a requirement, so we're going to say that this requires a statement of work. And then on step 2, we answer that this is a single award, firm fixed price, and we are going to upload our acquisition plan, which is only required if your period of performance amount is $250,000 or more.
So we've received questions in the past that, you know, people feel like, well, why do I have to answer all these questions? These are considerations that are all required by the FAR for us to examine as we are putting together our procurement. So, you know, we do have the FAR references. It walks in lockstep with that. And the workflow is according to the decisions that you make according to the FAR. So
no, and I know, as you want to continue the rest of it, I know that the first time you look at it, it might seem like it's a lot, mm-hmm. but I know that as people have gone through it. In fact, I was bet that I couldn't do it in a certain amount of time, and I've done it in less than 2 minutes now.
Something like that. Yeah.
With other people answering the questions for me. So as I was in a group of contracting officers and going in and having them answer my questions, and they were giving me legitimate answers and uploading the documents that we had readily available, we were able to get this done in 2 minutes. So I challenge everybody out there to get to know the system a little better. I think that they'll actually like it.
Okay, so now I'm all done with all of these steps. All of these little green circles now say 100%.
All your attachments are right there.
Look at my attachments.
You can attach anything else that you would like to at this point if you wanted to upload something extra that you think might be helpful for the next reviewer. And then you can go ahead and look at the summary page, which is...
I'm going to stop you right there. So before that, if I did make it to the end and I wanted to stop, how do I save my work? Or do I have to upload everything in one sitting?
Oh, no. So as you're working through it and clicking next, your work is all getting saved, and you could always go back. So if I was here and then I ran out for lunch or I had to go to a meeting, your work is getting saved. If you enter all your stuff in and you don't click save, your work on that page would not be saved, but everything else prior to that.
Okay, so right now you still have to click next.
So just click next.
Okay.
I mean, just go to the next page. I mean, you have to perform an action for your work to have been saved. If you were on if you hit enter in a page, then that would save your work. So if you uploaded something in a page, that would be saved. It's just a matter of the actual task that you performed on that page.
Okay. I just want to remind everyone we've gone through the first entry, establishing a new record. So if you have any questions right now, please email sbmail@hhs.gov and we'll answer them live right now.
Okay. And so as we wanted to show you now real quick the summary page before we send it on to our CO for approval. So this would be the summary page, and this is what everybody would see going forward. So it's nice and organized, and everybody can easily go through and see all the data that's in the review in the different sections. And then and all the documents are obviously in that. And this is what everybody would see. So I'm going to go ahead and submit for approval. And I'm going to go ahead and select who I'm going to submit it for approval.
So what if the person I want to send it to is not in that drop-down list?
They're probably not registered.
So they need to, so I need to contact them and say register in SBCX.
You need to register in SBCX and make sure that they're registered in the same Optiv.
Okay.
And that they're registered for the right role.
Right.
So if they register as a CS, they're probably not going to show up as a CO in the choice that you would like them to be. Or we had somebody who registered in a different Optiv than they were supposed to be in, so they weren't seeing any of the COs that they thought that they should be seeing.
Okay.
And so we fixed that.
Okay.
But I mean, and so if you see any problems or any issues, call us. I mean, or call OSDBU, and we can take care of everything immediately. So, so that's been submitted. And so now you've been, so now that your CO has been notified that they have a review in their queue, and if they were to log in, they would see that in the My Review tab.
So let's take a second to talk about notifications.
Okay.
So you said once I submit it, the CO that I sent it to will receive a notification that it's there. Will I receive a notification that I submitted it? Or the... Okay, and so, just because notifications are really important, right? And so can you just, I know we haven't walked all the way through, but can you just take a second to talk about the notifications that people do receive and when?
There's there's kind of like a fine line between too many notifications and not enough notifications.
Right.
So we didn't want to send notifications when you submitted it because you've submitted it, and now you're seeing it right in your My Reviews, right?
Okay. So this is my dashboard.
Yeah.
From my dashboard, once you submitted it, you go back to the dashboard, and then under Small Business Reviews, you can click on My Reviews and see where it is.
And you can go check the status at any time.
Status got switched. Yeah.
And so my CO will see a review.
Your CO will get the email.
The notification.
Because they're the next person who has to approve it.
Right.
And then they can go in under My Reviews, and they'll see it on their list here.
Okay. And so, and I'm just going to march ahead a little bit. So Once the CO sends it to the small business specialist, will I then get a notification that it went to the small business specialist?
No.
I will not.
No.
When's the next time I will get another notification?
When it's complete.
Okay. But can I go in at any time
Yes, and
to
see the status?
It'll say the location.
Yes.
Okay.
You can always check the status of it, but do you really want an email every single time it gets moved up the thing, or?
It's a matter of preference.
It's a matter of preference, but there's a
So-
lot of emails in your inbox. So, you know, you can always check the status. If this one is really important, then, you know, check the status of it. But you need to know when something is assigned to you.
Right.
And, you know, and when something is complete, so you're ready for it to move on to the next phase of whatever you have to do with it.
Some
right?
people like to watch the ball drop. Some people don't. Okay.
So
go
when
ahead,
it is
Barb.
completed, the CS and the CO who approved it will get a notification, and it will tell them the steps to follow to go ahead and log into SBCX and to go to their completed reviews tab, and they could click on the completed review and go into their document library, and there they will find, usually as the last file, in parentheses it'll say the file type HHS 653, and they can click on that file, and that is a PDF version of everything that is needed to officially document that SB review as completed and approved.
So what we're seeing here is the actual 653. So what we have done is we have taken all the information that you put in, and we've dropped it into the actual Form 653. So this form will now have the electronic signatures of those who, not through the certificates, through the PIV cards, but it will show through the review process who has reviewed it and the date, right?
And any comments.
And
that
any
they make.
comments that they make.
So if it went back through revision, their comments would
That
also
is
be
correct.
there.
And so with the 653, now I can put it up, print it out, and it's a part of my.
Don't print it.
Huh?
Don't print it.
Don't print it. Yes,
Just save
we're
it.
going to
Save it to your disk.
For those of you who have electronic contract files, you will save it in your electronic
Exactly.
files, but we all don't. So, but make sure you have it for whatever surveillance review may come your way, right?
Right.
So question, CO has it, let's say the CO has it or the small business specialist has it, and they're like, oh, well, I need you to make this revision. What happens? How do can they send it back to me, or what happens? What is that process?
They just do a
look like?
request for revision.
So there's an option to do a request for a revision on the package. And
So
they
do you
can
want to
send
log
it
in as
back.
the CO real quick?
I mean,
Well, here's the CS, and this is a different one in progress.
Well, you would have to log in now as the CO to show them.
okay.
So why?
Well, just,
I can go
whether
ahead
you
and
can
do
show
that.
us or not,
I can show
but,
you.
She can
just
show you.
wanted to hear that as a CO, if I need to kick something back down, or as this small business specialist or the PCR, sometimes everybody looks at records a little bit differently, or might require, or they might notice that a signature is missing. So what happens here?
So right here, so she's looking at that same one that we just created, and she can go into request revision, and then she can go ahead and say, you forgot to include the second option period, or something to that effect, whatever, and then she can go ahead and request revision.
Okay.
Okay, and now the CS is going to receive a notification that that's been sent back, and that they're going to go into my reviews, and they're going to see that that's in there. They can go ahead and make the adjustments and submit it back.
Okay. Very good.
And done.
Anything else we need to see with this?
Were there any other questions regarding the small business review? I think I'm trying to remember if there was anything. I think that was it.
Yeah, it's pretty straightforward. We haven't had too many calls in the OSDBU office regarding creating records. That hasn't been of issue. So
I think that was really the only thing. And then
The timeline for when a CO can expect a small business specialist to approve their
right, yeah.
their-
So the small business specialists at HHS are among the best in the government. And so they are really committed to reviewing the requirements and turning them around, because they don't want to negatively impact the PULT. I think as a best practice, it's always good to speak to your small business specialist before, so they know about the procurement. You know, of course, you want to include them as a part of your IPT. You want to include them as a part of your acquisition planning, you know, from acquisition strategies on. But usually it takes them anywhere from 3 to 5 days to do that, depending on, you know, depending on when you contact them, you know, what they know about it in advance.
Okay. Oh, and there was one other thing.
Yes.
If you know that you're going to be gone on vacation next week, and you don't want anybody to assign any reviews to you as the CO or an approver, you can go ahead into your update your availability, and in my profile update your availability. And if you say that you can remove yourself from the list of forwarders and remove yourself from being available for the next approver.
Right.
So we've put that in there as well for you.
That's a really important for functionality because, you know, we believe that the small business review shouldn't hold anybody up.
No.
And there is no way for us to know what each other's vacation plans are if we're out sick. So that's a very good insertion, upgrade from the last system.
Well, how many government users are there in there right now?
How many government users?
700?
Over 700.
Over 700.
So how can we keep track of everybody's leave time?
We can't. Okay, so
let's move on to the next.
So we're going to move on to the next section. We're going to talk about the opportunities forecast.
Okay.
So Section 501 of Public Law 100-656 requires executive agencies to prepare an annual forecast of expected contract opportunities that small business concerns are capable of performing. For more information on this requirement, please refer to Acquisition Alert 2014-01 entitled Annual Procurement Forecast Guidance. In an effort to assist operating and staff divisions with implementing this requirement, the OSDBU has developed an Opportunities Forecast tool. So let's talk a little bit about the forecast tool. So this is where we fulfill the requirements of this law, right? And so where do we go? So now I have an opportunity that I'm pretty sure is going to happen in the this fiscal year or whenever or future fiscal year. What do I do?
Okay, so within your office or organization or Optiv, there is somebody who collects all of this data. And so depending on how your office works, maybe there's one person or maybe everybody's kind of responsible for their own. I don't know. So we've kind of opened it up for there's multiple ways for this data to get in here. As I said before when we were showing you the reviews, if this opportunity is not already in our system, you can, at the end of entering the review, you can click a button that says add this review to the opportunity system. Right. And all that data that you just entered in through your review can now be also entered into the forecast system. And then if you have the ability to publish, it will automatically go into that queue. And then you have to enter, I think, one more piece of data. It's just, I think it's only one or...
You just have to press the publish button.
And then you have to press the publish button. And then, it goes to whoever is responsible in your Optiv to publish it. So they have to approve it and then publish it.
Right. So this is if I may, this is a good opportunity. Even if you didn't get it in before you started, now you can still put it out there as an opportunity, because who knows, even though you're doing your small business review now, it might be another 2, 3, 4, 6, 8 months before you know, you put it out on the street, right?
Yeah, and as what was that? Public Law 100-656 states, right?
Very good. Very good.
So you're just, you know, fulfilling your obligation. But at the same time, if you know, if you have a single one that you know you need to get in, we have a wizard here that you can go ahead and enter in. And while Barb is doing that, the majority, the majority of forecasts though are in kind of a Excel spreadsheet of some kind. And we have a template in the system that that you can use, and a bulk upload opportunity. And so, Barb, if you actually go to that, and you can see the template that we've created.
And so one of the questions, while you're doing that, one of the questions that we get sometimes, people want to see where information that they're putting in pushes somewhere else. So one of the questions that we've had is, when they upload in the opportunities forecast here, does it automatically upload, or is there a link or a hook or something into FBO, which is now beta.sam.gov? And the answer is no, it does not. That is a separate process that we do not manage, but it is here because you do have folks who are just interested in HHS opportunities, so they do come here. Another area of question for some people, we do have some of the OpDivs that have their own forecast, which is fine, which is beautiful, and they keep it updated, and that's fine. The only thing the OSDBU is concerned with is that the small businesses have an opportunity to see what those opportunities are. So if you have an agency forecast, please do whatever your HCA says, and wherever possible. And I know we've had some discussions on how we can make it so that we either link up or that they could use the same file template to upload
we'd like
here.
to talk to you and figure out a way that we can get that data into our format. So
what's the best thing for them to do in terms of do they need our template to
so I mean, if there's a way that we can just get their data and just see how maybe we can figure out a way to work with them to get their data in, and so maybe they should contact you. Okay. And we can work out, maybe set up a meeting to talk to them.
That's a good opportunity to jump in and say. You can let us know through emailing sbmail@hhs.gov, or if you have questions now that you'd like to ask us, that would be great.
And so let me show you now, so once, the data is in the format, and it's all the same data that all the OpDivs have. I mean, it's no different. And so if you go ahead and we have a lot of it is pre-filled. And so we're going to go ahead and show you what a sample of our data. So Barb is going to take this sample spreadsheet, and she's going to go ahead and upload it. And what we've done is we're testing the data for you. And so it's saying that of the 10 opportunities in here, 6 of them are good. Is that what this is saying? 4 of them are complete.
6 are missing
and 6 are missing some information. And so it's basically saying to you, if you want to upload all of these opportunities, go ahead and do it. You can go ahead and accept it. If you want to fix it within your spreadsheet, go ahead and reject it, fix it in the spreadsheet, and try again. So some of you might have 600 or 100 of them or 1,000 of them. You might want to just go ahead back into the spreadsheet, fix them, and then upload it again. However, if you wanted to fix it in here, there's 6 of them that are missing data, we can show you how easy that would be. So Barb's going to go ahead and accept it.
So what you're saying is that the template that you just showed us, the Excel spreadsheet, if I fill that in and I have upwards of 200-300 rows, which would not be a lot for some of the OpDivs, that I could do that as long as I fill out that template, I can upload them all at the same time.
Oh yeah. And then we're just and we'll give you we'll look at your data before you even upload it to tell you how good your data is for what we're trying to do here.
Right. So for the users out there who have done this before, this was formerly known as the bulk data transfer or bulk data import that we used to do. However, before, what you would do is you would send us the Excel spreadsheet and we would do it all in the back end, and Barb would pull her out,
You would send it to Charisma.
And then you send it back to Charisma. But now all of that is within your control, right? Yeah. So we're putting the control in the user's hands. So
yeah. So now
and see the 4 that were
so those are the 4 that
approval.
are good. So we can go ahead and take care of those. But we can go ahead and look at. You can go ahead and into edit, and you can see.
So I can just publish those 4 if I want to, and come back and work on the other ones later.
Yeah, and so we're going to show you right here where it is. So she can go right there.
So if I know that there's this one that I know the information, I could fix it. I go and click on it. It tells me that the competition type is missing. So I could just go ahead and fill out that competition type. And then once I go to the Complete tab, it lets me submit that one for approval.
Okay. So now that one's fixed.
That one's fixed, and now I have 5 that are ready to be submitted for approval. And then the rest, as I know the information, I can click on Edit or Remove. And then this is a contract specialist, so they don't have the capability to publish. But if I go in as the contracting officer,
and we only have those roles set up to do this in the system, but the program official who, you know, has the ability to publish
also be able to.
could actually just publish right from there. So if they, as they were doing it, they could just publish it as they were doing it.
Okay.
So right now, you could just go ahead and publish all of them.
Right, so I see these were all submitted. I could go and edit or just look at a summary of them and then publish when I have reviewed them all.
And so they're gone. They're published. So now they're ready to go.
And now the public can search on them.
So let's talk about the searching. So one, I don't have to be logged in
No.
to search our forecast. How do I search the forecast? Are there specific search terms?
So you can go in and you can search, like, you know, you can go ahead and search for, do you know of any, because this is a very limited database because we don't have.
Well, let's talk about why that's limited. Okay. So the forecast is currently, it's not populated very well. This is dependent upon the optives and the staff divs to populate the forecast. So we really need you all out there to put your opportunities in here so that small businesses can plan on helping us meet our requirements. So we do have a question, and the question is, how can we access HHS templates already created? Do we have the template here for them to upload? Or just to pull down, or?
Yeah, it's right on the website.
Yeah, it's right here.
Yeah,
So we're going to show you, we'll show you how to get to the template.
Under add opportunities, bulk upload, download opportunity forecast template.
Okay. And you can click that, and then, so if you could show them, if you click that.
When you click it, however your browser is configured, if it's configured to send it to your downloads directory, which is usually the default, that's where it'll put it. Here you could see it's on the bottom left corner. I could just click on it right from there and then start filling this out. And then I could save it as wherever on the computer.
Okay. So we have another question. Are documents uploaded into UFMS? So documents are not uploaded into UFMS. These are not award documents. They are not contracts. This is simply a review. So we do not, this system does not push any information to UFMS whatsoever. So I hope that answers your question. If not, please send us a follow-up. So we'll go ahead and, is there anything else in the forecast, in the opportunities forecast that we need to show? It's pretty straightforward. Mm-hmm. Maybe we could talk a little bit about, did we talk a little bit about saved searches in the small business directory?
No,
or we go there next?
Yeah, we're going to go there
Okay,
next.
so we have this small business directory. So the small business directory is where you can search small businesses, right? Mm-hmm. And so one of the things we do, and you might remember seeing it in the video, is we speak to small businesses all the time, and small businesses contact HHS. They want to share capability statements. They want to share information about their small business with HHS. So we've created a site to collaborate with them, so it's called the Small Business Directory. So maybe you can talk us through that, Jen.
Okay, so if you were to come into here and search for a small business, and you could search by NAICS codes, you could search for by small business type, and you could search for small business type keywords. So say you were looking for a hub zone, software, women-owned, like plus women-owned, small business. We don't know too many of those.
Don't know any of those. Let's see who comes up.
Let's see what happens. There's quite a few in here.
Mm-hmm.
And then you were to select on one, like, I don't know, that top one right there. And then you were going to go in there. Wow, what a nice profile they have. And you were to see in there all of their details. Now you'll notice that they have their SAM data. That's all pulled directly from SAM. You could see that they have any of their capability statements that they uploaded right there that you could download directly to. And only if you were logged in. Okay, what did I do there?
That's just because
it's probably because of you're on the demo site. Okay, so and then you can capabilities. So it's going to have a description of the capabilities as well as keywords that they've entered in for you to be able to search on. And then other contracts that they've had that we bring in the data. So these are contracts that they've had with HHS. So you can see their past performance, and as well as, you know, any other information.
Right.
So,
just for the viewers out there to know, the OSDBU has moved recently over the past several months to not accepting paper copies of capability statements. The reason why we do this is because if you give a capability statement to me, then only I have it.
yes.
But we encourage firms to upload their capability statement in the small business directory, because once they do that, then it's accessible and viewable
To everybody.
Let's clarify that, to everyone within HHS
Yes.
that has
Logged
a
in.
register that is logged in. And we encourage you to do the same. We know that you as program officials and contracting officials, that you have businesses that want to speak to you all the time, small businesses. So when you get, instead of them giving you capability statements, encourage them to go to the small business directory in SBCX and to upload it there. You can still view it, but you know, they could upload it there. And the benefit to them is that they can keep it relevant. Mm-hmm. They can give me a capability statement and then it could be out of date within a couple of weeks. Whereas if they put it in SBCX, they can edit and update their capability statement and any other information that they want to.
Oh, and they have the ability to go in and update this regularly. They have their own login, and we're also right now in the process of adding additional information to that, like their contract vehicles, et cetera. But what Barb actually just logged into, so you have the ability when you're logged in to go ahead and create searches and then save your searches. So like for instance, she just did the search on women-owned small business and in software. And then when you go back in here, you have the saved searches. So you can keep these saved searches in here, but it's not the saved search you just did. It's always going to keep it updated. So if you always wanted to keep like a woman-owned HubZone software search in there, it's going to keep updating it. So as we add small businesses to this, it's going to keep updating it. So you'll always have that, and you can have a list of searches that maybe that you regularly access that you want to keep in there.
Okay, perfect. Anything else about the small business directory that you can think of? No?
No. What is are there any more questions? Or?
Yeah, so no questions from the viewers. So we can just move on to what's in the works, what's coming soon. I know that you and I, Jen, have had some conversations about where we wanted to take this platform next, and some more capabilities and enhancements to provide to the users. Yeah. So you want to talk about some of those things?
Well, I think enhancing the small business information and profile. So I think adding like contract vehicle data for each of the small businesses. So what contract vehicles they're participating in, as well as some of their projects, whether they're only not just government, but also you talking about some of their commercial experience and some other information, so that's more readily available, as well as subcontracting plans, so that those are attached to the control numbers that are part of the small business review, so that those can also follow the same approval process and are now a lot more easier to manage within the same.
So let's talk a little bit more about the subcontracting portal. Okay. We're currently building out the requirements for that. And so it's something that we're looking to launch soon. But one of the things about the subcontracting portal that's so exciting is that, you know, the law has changed around that. So it's going to be a much easier way to manage the flow of information around subcontracting plans.
Yeah, no, I'm looking forward to having that in there too, because it's going to keep all this data. You're already entering half this data in anyway.
Right.
I mean, so much data that's the same. Why do we have to keep re-entering it over and over again?
Right.
Yeah.
So we have another release coming out soon.
We do.
So do you want to talk about anything new and exciting that's in that release?
Barb, I'll let you.
Well, I think the one big thing that you should be excited about is you'll be able to update these numbers.
Yeah, that is important.
Some of the dynamic content.
Right. So for the viewers, you know, just to let them know that the department has statutory goals and negotiated goals that we have to meet every year. And so what we want is we want for those goals to be known. And we also want to be able to share each OpDiv and staff div achievement towards those goals as we go along. So that is something that we will be adding. So, yeah.
Yes, and then also, we also are planning on adding reports for each of the OpDivs as well, so that they can see what how many forecasts that they're entering in, how many reviews that each OpDiv is doing, as well as, you know, some of those things like that. So, so what their small business reviews, and what they're doing with that.
Okay, awesome.
So anything else?
There are some additional fields we'll be adding. So we didn't show, when you do the forecast opportunity search, you could actually export that data into an Excel file.
Okay.
And I think someone on your team had recommended, oh, you know what, we didn't, in the initial round, we didn't put the point of contact information in there. So now in the next release, we'll be adding that information. So, and then we could export our results here.
Okay.
Yep.
Oh, okay. Thank you for sharing that. Okay.
Sure.
So, Jen, Barb, thank you so much for joining us.
Pleasure.
You've helped us build a beautiful system here, and we've received a lot of positive feedback. So thank you to Apex Logic, Jen, and Barb for being here with us today and being our partners in this endeavor. So thank you.
Thank you.
So thank you for joining us today to learn about the Small Business Customer Experience, otherwise known as SBCX. If you ever have any questions about SBCX or any other aspect of the HHS Small Business Program, please do not hesitate to contact the OSDBU Customer Care Center at sbmail@hhs.gov or give us a call on 202-690-7300. Thank you. Have a good day.